All right. Hello, hello. Okay. Almost in. Almost in. Uh-oh. Sorry, you guys. Forgot to do something here. Right? I'm a couple minutes early. So hopefully it'll give everybody enough time to hop on and join me. Just to make sure that everybody's on and everybody can see me and hear me. All right. Okay, looks like we're on. Hop on and join me. See, I just don't to need make that. Sure Hold that on. Everybody's on. Sound off here. Don't need that sound. Hey guys, I'm working the new system here. I just moved all my office around, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm everywhere. So that I can see everybody. I have two monitors going on, so just to make sure, and my phone hanging up here in front of my face, of course, which is just wonderful. Okay, I see people here, guys. Tell me who you are. Tell me your names. Obviously, I'll see your names once you comment. Tell me where you're from. I can't wait to see you guys. Hi, Ruth from Puerto Rico. Woo, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. I'm a little bit early. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes so everybody can hop on. This is the paints, this is the colors that I'm gonna be using tonight. I have titanium white, lime green, emerald green, vermilion red, Mars black, magenta light, Prussian blue, and I'm gonna be using just a plastic card to help me with my paints. I have Judy from Orlando. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I have, what's it called? Oh, yeah, number 12. That's a number 12. Okay, number 12 rounded and a fan brush. And I have a number 2 round brush, which I'm going to be using as my detailer and liner. Okay. Lori and Ava from New York. Whoa, that's far away. Welcome, welcome. You know what? I'm gonna grab a different fan brush because I don't really like this one. Sorry. I prefer this one. It has a better handle. Like this is kind of flimsy. I don't like it, but I do like this one. So I'll just switch my brush. Woo! And hopefully I won't knock down my camera. I have Char from Colorado, Veronica from Toronto, Ellen from NC. Uh-oh. And here's my knowledge. NC. What's NC? Not, it can be Nevada. Okay, my chair rolls in. If you hear the noise, that's just my chair. All right. Well, welcome, welcome, everybody. So we're going to paint. We're going to have fun. Please, you know what? I saw this one video on the YouTube channel, and she made everybody raise their right hand and repeat after her, and it was so cute. She said, I will not judge myself, I will not judge my painting, I will not compare my work to others, I will have fun. And it was so cute. I just loved that. Connie from Whitecoat, Alberta. Alberta, isn't it Canada? And I have hello from Louisiana from Amber. Woohoo. Hi. Hello, hello. I have Veronica from Toronto. That's Canada for sure. Well, welcome. We have an international hangout tonight. That's fantastic. All right, so this is how things are going here. So I'm just going to tell you how things go real fast, and we're going to start painting, and then maybe I'll tell you some words about myself so you know who I am, what I do, and why I'm here. Okay, so paper towel is a must because my water just kind of leaked on my pad here. And of course, I forgot to tape my paper, which will give you guys an extra minute maybe to. I have Mary from Houston, Texas. I have PCM from Malaysia. Oh my gosh, that's far, far away. Bancroft, Canada. Philippines. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay, you guys. If you were here last time I did the paint party, if you were here for the winter cottage, let me know. I want to say hi to you too, personally, because I really very much appreciate you coming back. Also, if you guys, maybe it wasn't the winter cottage, maybe it was some other painting, but you did paint with me before, say hello. Okay, so what I got today is, let me show you the cover so you know what I'm working on. Okay, so this is an acrylic paper. It's very heavy. Uh, I've had this pad for years, so do not ask me where to get it. I got it from Amazon years ago. Years ago. So this is what I'm using. You can be using whatever you like. Canvas, wood, mixed media, whatever works for you. I really like taping off the edges of my paper because I feel like it makes my painting look neater, and it also protects the other pages in my pad. So thank you for sticking with me while I'm doing this. So we're gonna be painting. I have some trivia questions for you. Those are gonna be fun, hopefully. Rochelle from Texas was here for winter cottage painting. Yay! Hi, Rochelle. What? Terry is back from Yes, winter cottage was fun, wasn't it? Okay, so we're gonna paint. I have trivia questions. So I will read the question out loud, and then the first person whose comment pops up onto my feed with the correct answer will win a free ticket to one of my paid events. And your choices would be anything that I have in February and March. So I call it hot fingers game because you have to, you have to kind of type fast. Also, Googling is allowed. So yeah, type fast. Okay. So my first color, I'm gonna start with, no, not Prussian blue. Sorry, that was wrong. With my lime green right here. And of course, I forgot my paper plate again. Can you believe this? It happened again. Hold on just a sec. Not that I really need it right now, but it's nice to have it handy, right? Okay, paper plate. All right. So I'm in Central Texas. I am in Central Texas. I live in a town called Pflugerville. We are north of Austin, like right next to Austin. Like, and oh, cedar is blooming. I don't know if you've heard of. Hi, Tanya. Tanya is my neighbor. Hi, neighbor. So cedar is blooming here, and it causes really bad allergies to. And so, this is what I'm doing. Don't do what I do. Okay, don't do what I do. Just put some lime green on your paper plate. As trying to kind of make it maybe less messy, but we're gonna get messy, okay? And if you feel like you're a messy painter, cover up your clothes um uh, because the acrylics is not washable. Astrid, what a great question. What are we painting? We're painting a whimsical cardinal tonight. Okay. I hope everybody grabbed a good look because I don't have a third camera. I can't like painting a cardinal. Okay, so I hope everybody is ready. I'm gonna use my old plastic card. If you have a palette knife, go ahead and use that. But I'm just gonna use this because most people have that. And I'm gonna load it up with lime green. And I'm gonna drag from the outside in all this yummy, delicious color. Okay, and this is why I was telling you guys about the. I'm so sorry. Oh, this is why I was telling you guys about cedar. So it started to kick me badly, like about an hour ago. And my husband says, like, are you sure you want to do live? Because you're sneezing like crazy. I'm seriously sneezing like crazy. I sneeze 5-6 times within like 3 minutes sometimes. That's awful. But I said, hey, there's so many people coming. I can't just cancel. People are like relying on this. It's such a stress relief. It's like, you know, I can't just cancel this. This is not cool. So please forgive me if I'm sneezing. I will be sneezing. So I'm just like telling you right away. There will be lots of sneezes and there will be sniffles. They do not sound pretty on camera and on microphone. I apologize because usually I cannot grab it in time to mute the microphone and then sneeze. So it is what it is. I apologize that you have to deal with my cedar problems here. And seriously, I've taken my meds. I have oils going right here. Like I don't know what else I can do. So you just want to kind of spread this color in with your card. Just like that. Not the full way, yeah? So I'm trying to make it even layer. Even. Yeah, that's cool. This is looking good. The top of the screen. Huh. Really? Tanya says she can't see the top of my screen. Can you guys see me? You should be able to see like my like everything I have here shows me that. How about everybody else? Can you guys see it? Is it working? So I'm just gonna move it down and up on the camera so you can see all the sides. Wanda says, I left Texas, spent 5 weeks last summer in Austin and Round Rock. That is awesome. Round Rock is gorgeous. Austin is fantastic. So much to do there. Okay. All right. So you can use your paper towel. I use wet wipes sometimes, but I just wipe off my card clean. Okay, here it comes. Or maybe not. We'll see. I thought the sneeze was coming and it disappeared on me. Ooh, question. Okay, hot fingers, ready? First question, that's correct. Gets the free ticket. Okay, what supermodel is David Bowie married to? or was married to, because this is an old one. So I don't know if he's still married to that person or not. And I'm looking for my notepad here where I write down my winners so that I do not forget you guys. Okay, so we have done lime green. Our next color is going to be Prussian blue. I really like it. That has lots of, I think it's one of my most, okay, was married to, maybe. I told you, Iman. I see Iman. Amber Eastman. Amber Eastman. Okay, don't yell at me for the quality of these questions, because this game was Amber Eastman. You're the winner. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I've had this game forever. I just pull things out and kind of read them out loud, and if it works, it works. We're trying to. This is replayable. Yes. You can definitely, it will be, you will be able to find it on lives, under live on Luba Carlson artist page. This is also being streamed to my YouTube page. So yeah, you will be able to find it. So now we're gonna go from the inside out. Okay, from the inside out. All right, and not go too far, like maybe like a 1/4 inch. Okay, you do not want to, don't give it too much, just a little. So we just want a little bit of blue in here. Okay, just like that. Just keep scraping whatever paint you have on that card. You don't need to add any more paint. Okay, just keep scraping it out. It will just give you this another layer. So we're building the background, yeah, for this. Okay. Wipe it down on your paper towel, like that. This color is called Prussian blue. Let me bring this closer. You will see the blue in it. It's very dark blue. So if you just have like basic blue, like phthalo blue color, I would just do the blue and add a little bit of black in it. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Just use regular blue with a drop of black if you don't have Prussian blue. I'm sorry, I'm talking with the tissue over my face, but yeah. Oh, this is brutal. Okay, next color is gonna be emerald green, and I pulled out. Here I have a small one. I'm trying to use my little ones before I use the big ones. So emerald green is going on the paper plate, just like that. Just 4 peas in the pod. And the same card, and we're still going from the inside out. So I just load it up. See, all this paint on this card. And I'm just gonna go, again, not too far in. Just spread it out the best I can. And then maybe let some of it go into the lime green, like stretch it. See, I'm working against my thumb, and I'm just stretching it out into here. See how it creates these awesome color layers of color. Just beautiful, beautiful color. Okay. Paper towel. Tammy says, I just got some Artisan paints and I love that color. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Artisan paints are awesome. I love them, love them, love them. Emerald green is beautiful, beautiful. Sorry. Okay. Magenta. Next one is magenta. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's what I've been using, and it works just great. Okay. Fill it up. Again, from the inside out. I might need more magenta because I want to. I really want to make this a little bit brighter than the other one, than the original was. One of my thing is that I find it hard to paint the same thing. Like I might paint the same concept, but painting the same thing is not my thing, quite honestly. So yeah, we will still paint the cardinal though, so don't get nervous. We'll all be there. It's all gonna be fine. Okay, let's put a little bit of white. I'm gonna finish using this white and then I'll jump into my next tube. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 peas. 4 peas in the pot. That's all we need. How's everybody doing? Is it too fast? Am I moving too fast? How about, let's do it this way. I will put my white on. We're going again from the inside out. We'll put the white on and then I'll put another question out for the trivia, and I hope this time I won't ask you something about somebody who's passed away already. Okay, is that a deal? How's that sound? Now see how it makes these. Just keep rubbing it on. And don't be afraid of it. If it's too much, just rub it off. This is not the last color, so again, don't be afraid of it. Just put it on. Wah! Dropped my card. There. Okay. Okay, so while everybody's working this on and putting this color in, okay, do not, what's the word? Do not obsess over it, okay? Just put it on. It doesn't need to be perfect. There is no perfect in this, right? I hope I'm making sense. Okay, sorry, nose. All right. Okay. I hope I will find a question that's more recent. Ooh. What was Jennifer Walters' occupation before she turned into the superhero She-Hulk? What was Jennifer Walters' occupation before she turned into the superhero She-Hulk? I wonder. Wonder if you'll get it. Okay. Okay, and while we're working on it, who said that? Judith. Judith. Yes, Judith Benjamin. Judy, you got it. You got it. So you guys, the winners, if you see, I have a note here for me that it's February or March. So if you will see, hopefully you will see something that you're liking. Okay. Thank you for the likes and the hearts, guys. I so much appreciate it. Um, so yeah, if you see something on my page that you like, just send me a message. Stephanie Reiler says, I didn't even know she was a She-Hulk. Right? I know. I know. Yes. So yeah, just send me a message, okay, to Luba Carlson Artist, and I will add you to that event for free. Okay, I am gonna add some more of this lime green color. Yummy, yummy lime green. Hopefully by this time, okay, yes, make sure your pink coat over here that it's dry. If it's not, then you might want to add your hair blower to it. There, just like that. Look at that. How cool is that? It's pretty cool, isn't it? So I'm adding more, a little bit. I'm spreading it a little bit more. But I think I like it. Looks pretty cool. Okay, excuse me. A little bit more of green because most of it had blended in. Oh, all right. So at this point, we're gonna put a little bit. No, first dry off your card if you're gonna use it. Dry it off my card. I'm not gonna use it today anymore, but I use them a lot, so I have a whole stash over here because I noticed that it's easier for people to have one of those. Okay, so next I'm gonna use a fan brush. If you do not have a fan brush, what you can do is you can grab like a 1-inch brush like this, put it in water, make it damp, wipe it down on the paper towel very well, okay? And then you're gonna ruffle your bristles, ruffle them up like this, so they're not all together. And so you can use just your bristles. You're gonna need to use very light hand on them. All right. If you have a fan brush, then you can use the fan brush. Oh no, I had paint on my paper plate and I set it right on top of my prototype painting. Oh, ay, 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 ay. Okay, well, I think I got it. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, here. So we're gonna need white. White goes on paper plate. Just the size of a pea. You don't need any more. This is even too much, I think. And then you're gonna get your fan brush wet. Put it on your paint here. Work it in very well. Excuse me. I keep hiding from the camera. I keep trying, but I sneeze. I'm trying to. Okay, work it in, work it in. and kind of take it off. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Take it off. So you want to see bristles, okay? See the bristles? Like they're all separate. That's what you want. Okay? And see, told you. One after the other. And we're gonna paint rays with white going from the inside out, just like this. Very gentle, very soft motions. And if it's dry, go back, get some more. So this is that light where it's coming from behind. It will be coming from behind of our very cute cardinal. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. All right. Okay, wash out your fan brush. And I'm gonna mute for like, I don't know, 30 seconds maybe, so that I can run my blow dryer and you don't have to listen to that noise. Hold on. Okay, before moving on to that next step, make sure your painting is dry, okay? Because there's a lot of coats of paints already, and if it's not completely dry, we're gonna put more paint on top of it, and it's all gonna start pulling on itself. And that is not good. We do not want that to happen. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna mix a little bit of white. Well, maybe more than a little bit. Like yeah, what would that be? Like a blueberry and a half, you know? That, yeah, that should be plenty. And a tiny dot of your black on there. So we're making gray, and we're gonna add water to this so that it's paintable. Okay, so my paints are pretty thick. If you're using craft paints, they're probably not that thick, so use your judgment as for if you want to add water or if you know how it works. I usually don't need to add water to craft paint. Okay, here we go. This is too white. I'm gonna put a little bit more black on this. Just a little bit more. Okay. Here's why we want to make this gray mixture, because this is going to be our base color for the cardinal. Because if we're going to start putting red on top of green, it's going to turn not pleasant color. Okay, it's not going to look good. All right, so the cardinal's body, so here's my center. Okay, the cardinal's body is going to be right under the center, and his head is going to start right here, right off the center. So I'm gonna paint a circle just right off right here. Make sure your circle doesn't go too close to your sides because you still need room for the beak. Okay? And then I'm thinking, so I want his tail to start somewhere here. So I'm just gonna make a curvy line, like a smiley face, and bring it to the right side of the head. Just like that. See what I did? It's like a ridiculous coma. Okay? And then I'm gonna start here at the bottom again, and I'm gonna do a less pronounced smile, and I'm gonna connect it to the back of his head, just like this. And I'm just gonna paint this in. So we have the body. I'm gonna give it a minute, maybe. I'm gonna wait a minute. To just let everybody catch up. Okay. Now, cardinals, they have very pronounced chest, right? So this is not right a little bit. So I'm gonna say that I want it like up here. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make it a little bit more pronounced. Just kind of give it a tummy. Okay? Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna mute just for a second. I need to take care of this. Oh, it's like I need to make a special banner for allergies. Okay, so next step is going to be to add the tail. So I like to, let me show you my original so you know what I'm talking about because it might be easier. Here, okay? So see how the tummy is more pronounced over here. Now we're up to here, we're up to the tail. So what I would do, I will paint my middle tail feather first, the one that goes in the middle. I'll do that. Then I add the one that's on the right, and then I'll add the one that's on the left, and make sure it's all connected to the rest of the bird. I hope it all makes sense. So I'm gonna start at the top of his tail, and I'm gonna do the first one. If your paint doesn't glide like this, probably need some water. So I just added a little bit of water on my paintbrush. It's a very messy paintbrush right now, but okay. And then I'm gonna start at the base again and add another one right here. And just kind of bring all the paint together. And then with the third one, I'm gonna start at the bottom over here. Do you see where my brush is? I'm gonna start at the bottom and I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna bring it up and I'm gonna make sure that I stay with inside of my canvas. So it's a little bit kind of let's fit it in for me, but maybe yours would fit better. Okay, voila, we have a base coat for the Cardinal. Rinse out that brush. Okie doke. Okay. That is clean. That is clean. Okay. I use a paper towel to squeeze the water out of the brush, but I do not pull on the bristles. I just squeeze and let go, just to keep my paintbrushes, like let them serve me longer. It helps. Okay, I'm going to mute myself to use the blow dryer because again, we want all of this dry. So go ahead and use your blow dryer. Just saw it. Hi, Debbie. Hi, good to see you. So Debbie said, I love the way you can't hear the blow dryer. So nice. Thank you. Guys, you're so welcome. Every time I watch somebody's video and there's the blow dryer. No, that wasn't true. So I was doing quite a lot with the blow dryer. And then I watched one and I heard that sound. No, I watched my own replay and I heard that sound and I was like, that is not good. That's not good at all. All right. We're gonna need black, not too much. Let's stay to this pea size. I think that works for us pretty well. And we're gonna need the little liner brush. Put a little bit of water in with your black. So that your black works nicely for you. And again. And I'm sorry, I'm running for my tissue again. Hold on, muted for a second. Okay, the most annoying thing about this is that I'm not sick. It's just allergies, and it's very, very annoying. Okay, black. So we're gonna paint this part over here. So see how it goes? It curves up. So it goes straight, parallel to your top line of your paper. Goes straight all the way to the eye. So you kind of middle of the head. Yeah? And it looks like it could be a hat, like you could have a red hat on. Just kind of like if this is his head, it's probably the top third. Yeah, I like to kind of try and thanks, Debbie. No, really, I'm really not sick. It's the allergies and it drives me crazy. So anyway, about the 1/3, okay? And then the 2/3, that's gonna be the beak over here. But we'll work with the beak later. So now we're gonna just do the straight line over here and up, like a wing liner. You know, like you do the liner. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. So to the side and up, and then down, and then it's like a petal goes down, like a petal of the leaf. A curve, like an S curve, but not very pronounced. Okay, S and S, curve and curve. I hope this makes sense. Let's see. I hope we can make this happen, right? It's very hard with these, like, with paintings like this, doing tracers, because okay, so do not paint this, okay? I'm showing this to you so that you can see my thinking process, and then I'm gonna clean this up with my tissue, okay? So please do not paint this. Just look. So there's his head, like this. This is all of his head, right? Here's one line, here's two lines, like threes, okay? So we're gonna do the first line to the middle, and then we're gonna do the eyeliner like this. And we can smooth it out later. And then we're gonna bring the second line almost underneath here, okay? And then we do the S. Here goes S out, and then goes S in, and all the way down to the tummy. So this is what I meant. And I have wet wipes here. These are just baby wipes. And since we had this coat, the gray completely dried, I can do this. Pretty nice trick, huh? And even if it doesn't come off completely, it's still gonna be painted red. So what does it matter? It's all good. Okay. Oh, sorry, you guys. Again, mute for a second. All right. So I kind of like this straight line, not so straight, so I'm gonna smooth it out just a little bit, give it a tiny bit of a curve, like the liner. And then I'm gonna do curvy opening. So this is gonna suggest room for that awesome beak of his. Okay, and then here I'm just gonna smooth this out a little bit. Bring this down. And if your black happens to get out of the bird's outline, If you don't like it, you can always grab a damp paper towel and clean it up. Just do it before your black paint dries. So long as it's wet, there is a way to lift it. Of course, given that you have, uh, what do I say here? Oh my gosh, I can't speak anymore. Given that you've made sure that previous coats are all dry. Yeah, okay. So that would be the first coat of black. I think we're gonna need more. Oh my gosh, can you hear my nose? I am so sorry you guys have to listen to me complaining about my allergies. Okay, I'm rinsing out the brush because it's gonna sit out here for a while. I do not like leaving my brushes in the water, so I rinse it out and I just put it down. I do not like it when my brushes just sit there. Okay, sorry, muting for a second again. I'm on my second box of tissues in the last, since 4 o'clock. That would be, yeah, almost 4 hours. I'm on my second box of tissues. Okay, so here's something that I like to do, but it might not work for you. Okay, we're gonna use red, but if you're using craft paints, put your red on your paper plate because uh, those are runny. Okay, now this is Arteza, it's artist quality paint. So I'm just gonna put it directly onto my bird, just like this. And I'm trying not to make more mess. Okay, and I'm gonna grab my flat, rounded corners, rounded, flat, whatever they're called. It's slightly damp, which is perfect. And I'm just gonna work into this red paint, which is absolutely glorious color. Beautiful red color. And I'm just gonna work this all the way. And so as I'm painting the tail feathers, I'm trying to follow like how I envision them, right? So it goes down. So that my brush strokes are kind of cohesive with this whole painting. Okay. So just keep your strokes going in the same direction. You do not want to start going left, right, up and down, or whatever. Tammy says the red is transparent. Do you recommend mixing it? This is why, Tammy, this is okay. So I'm sorry, I kind of blah, 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 blubbered it. Again, Tammy says if using craft paint, red is a little transparent. Do you recommend mixing it with something, or does the white behind it helps the transparency issue? This is why we put the white with gray as a base coat to help with the transparency issue of the red. So this is what I'm using is vermilion red. It's a very strong pigment. Usually craft paints, if I have to paint something red like this, it takes 2 or 3 coats and yes, always like the base coat, you always need a base coat for them. It's just the way it goes. Yeah. So be patient. if you're working with craft paints, be patient. Paint your first coat and then use your hair dryer. Make it dry. Make sure it's dry before you start putting the next coat. Okay? And yeah, I know. And it's also like some craft paints are easier to deal with when you paint things like this, and some are harder to deal with. So I have this lipstick red. Sorry, my nose is getting stuffed again. I have this lipstick red from Deco Art Americana, and it takes 3 or 4 coats always. It's like it's not even a. It just does. Okay, I hope my black is dry enough for me to do this because I didn't make sure it was dry. But then I have this all surface paint. I don't remember the brand. I can look it up. Hold on. Nose again. Sorry. Mute. Mute, mute. Okay, I'm back. So, I was gonna show you real quick. It's all right here, so it's not a problem at all. No, that's Cadillac pink. That's not red. Where is red? Well, never mind. That one doesn't matter. This one, Folk Art, Apple Red, multi-surface. This does a good coverage, but you need to, if you do use craft paints, just kind of keep in mind that some of them are glossy and some of them are matte, right? So most of the craft paints that I have, they come out matte. They do not come out glossy. And so if, let's say, if you were gonna put like a coat of glossy sealer on top, then it wouldn't matter. But if you are, I don't know, yeah, but if you're just painting, right, like it would matter. I hope this is helpful. Okay, rinse it out. So yeah, if you guys need 2 coats, if you're still working on the Cardinal, I think we can hold, like, wait a minute, right? Just to let people catch up with this. And while everybody's catching up, so let's do it like this. It's 7:56 where I am right now. Let's give it until 8 o'clock. So it's 5 minutes for everybody to catch up. Okay, 5 minutes. So if you're watching a replay, just fast forward 5 minutes. I'm not gonna do anything on my painting right now. I'm gonna remove my camera, my own camera, so you will still have what we're painting, but it'll give you time to maybe grab some water. I mean, use the bathroom if you need to, of course, absolutely. Have time to dry this up nicely, and just so that everybody's get caught up and we are not, yeah, we're not getting like nervous. Okay. Tammy says she'll have to paint this later. Okay. but thankful for the replay. That's awesome. Yeah. You know what? If you guys are on your keyboards, if you have access to your keyboards, let me know. Do you want a break? Say break. If you want a break, say break. If you do not want a break, say no break. Let's do it this way. Break or no break? Let's see what you guys tell me, and we'll go on. Okay, mute. Okay, I see you. Break, break. All right. 5 minutes. I'll be back at my time. It will be 8:03. And yeah, see you in 5. All right, we're back. So I don't know. Oh, I'm so. Hold on a second. Just a second. Sometimes my phone decides that it knows better and it needs to play sound even though sound is off. Okie doke. We're back. So I was gonna show you. So I'm looking at mine and like I see places, spots which didn't take very well here and then on the head. So this is what I'm gonna deal with right now. And I'm gonna grab, I have a like a smaller flat brush over here. It's pretty small. I'm sorry for sniffles, guys. I'm so sorry. I feel awful that you have to listen to my sniffles. And again, if you're working with craft paints, we just talked about it, but if you're working with artist paint, just go directly with the clean brush. Yes, dry clean brush. Just pick up some paint and just fix the areas that need fixing. Like you don't need to get a whole lot of paint out because even if you just squeeze out a like a little pea, right? Like this is I don't need that much still. I need much less than that. So this is much easier to yeah, there. And then fix over here somewhere I missed. Just just a couple of little areas that just need a little bit more color on them. Okay, and I'm gonna rinse this out. Meryl says, I'm so grateful you're still doing your class tonight. Don't worry about your sniffles. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. Thank you. That was my thing, like it's my thing. I understand that, you know, it's a video and everything, but like if I say that I want to watch something, Debbie says, don't ever apologize for sniffles. We're happy you're here. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you guys. So yeah, so to me, this is very relaxing. Like this is a huge stress relief for me. And so I can only imagine that it probably is for some of you also. And I would hate to take it away from you. That's just not cool. Okay, so I just washed this brush, put it on a paper towel, squeezed it between my fingers. I am not pulling on the bristles. Just kind of, bring this back. And the plan is to go back into my black paint. There's a little bit left that's not dry. Oh, it would be helpful if my nose wasn't dripping. Oh. Okay. I'm always concerned that I will forget to turn the microphone back on. Anyway, we're working with the small flat. And I'm just gonna kind of add a little bit more black, especially on around the tummy area. Uh-oh, too much. Just clean it up, no big deal. And then we're gonna work on the magnificent beak of his. And you know what I forgot? I think this is the only one when I actually need yellow. We're gonna need yellow, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't do it with lime green because it's gonna turn yucky. It's not gonna turn orange. Or maybe it will. Let's experiment. Who wants an experiment? Where's my red? It's clean and dry. Okay. So I do have a little bit of that lime green on the paper plate. Let's see what happens if I put red. So here's my red. We all know what happens if we put yellow with it, right? And some. Oh, look. It has enough yellow in it that it's turning orange. Maybe we don't need. Well, it's not quite the color I've been looking for, you know? Let's do yellow, you guys. Find the yellow, okay? Find yellow. I know it's not the color that was announced, but you have to be creative sometimes and you have to do things. Okay, yellow. Got it. So I have this big boy here. And oh, excuse me, we're just doing the beak. So I'm just gonna squeeze out right onto this paintbrush. If I can catch it, come on. Here, just a drop. Just a drop. Just put it on there. And that's all we're gonna need. Okay. All right, so we still have a little bit of leftover of this gray. I hope you still have it. Hope it hasn't dried completely out for you. Okay, so we're gonna do the beak first, and it's a curvy line. So I like to imagine, so I tell you, okay, so this is where the beak ends. So I'm gonna do a curvy line on one side, and then the curvy line on the other, something like this, okay? Now this is a little bit too big. I don't like it. Thankfully, we can just erase it because it's acrylics. Okay. And I'm doing my nose again. Okay. So that was a little bit too big. I'm gonna make it smaller for this guy. Maybe like this. So yeah, try and play with it and see. Do you like the size? Do you think it's the right size for the bird? I think what I did was I didn't give him enough into the body, and that's why it looks a little bit off. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of gray, just expand the area, and then paint the beak gray. This same messy brush goes on the paper towel, squeeze it out gently. Do not pull on the bristles too much, okay? Just squeeze it out. Then get your yellow. Put that yellow on top of this gray. Yellow is also a super transparent color. So see what's happening? Even though it's artist quality, see? Yellow is super hard to work with. So I'm gonna use the blow dryer, dry this up and see what I can do, okay? Oh my gosh. All right. So if your yellow is being very, very stubborn and it doesn't want to cover things, what I do is I grab a little bit of white. I have a little bit of white left over here on the paper plate. And I mix it with my yellow together like this. I don't need much, so I think this will be fine. And I'm gonna, yes, see how it nicely, it covers what I need covered. So I'm just gonna do it this way. I am not concerned about this edge over here, the edge that touches the black. I'm not concerned about that because we can go back and fix it with black, like, and get a crisp edge. So do not worry about that. We can fix that. So right now the goal is to paint this yellow, okay? So after you mix a little bit of white into your yellow, it should cover pretty nice. Cover up the whole, like everything, what else is in there. Okay, I'm gonna run the hair blower again. Whoopsie, sorry, wrong button. It happens. Rebecca says, beautiful bird and hope you feel better. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so we have covered everything that we wanted to cover here, right? So now we can put a little bit more of the yellow. So we're trying, here's what we're trying to achieve, you guys, so that you see where I'm trying to lead you to. Here. So you see how his beak is like, there's like 4 colors in that little beak. Ridiculous, right? So what I did was I had gray and then I put yellow on it and I brushed it in. And then I brushed a little bit more gray and then I brushed in a little bit more red. Okay? And when it was all dry, I kind of added the line that separates the beak. And so when you add your red, leave a little bit of the yellow over here on the edges, so it will like give you a nice line. Okay, so a little bit of yellow still. Okay, let me see if I can squeeze anything about this. This is why I don't like big tubes. It looks like there's a lot of paint, but when you start squeezing out, nothing's coming out. And then when you give up, too much comes out, and then it's like, oh, seriously. Okay, more yellow. I just wanted a little bit more yellow. Almost dry brush, you guys. Pretty much dry. Okay, just a little bit. And what we're doing is like, you're like blending your toner. This is what we're doing right now, okay? And then you're gonna grab your red. If you have it on your paper plate, lucky you, then you don't have to do what I'm doing and trying to guess how much is it too much or not enough. Oh. Okay, here we go again into this one. On the very tippy toes. I call them tippy toes. Not even a millimeter. Tiny, tiny piece. Can you see? It's not in focus. Let's try this way. See? Very, very little. And I look at this and I know that this is going to be too much. So I'm going to grab my paper towel. I'm going to rub most of it off. And then what I have left, I'm just going to dry brush onto the beak. And yes, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Just like one more hair of paint. There. Just like this. Just brush it on. And we're gonna let this sit and dry. Okay, and clean your brush. I forgot all about my trivia with all my sneezing. Let's do a trivia question. It will let everybody catch up. And if you're not catching up, you can probably Google your answer. Hold on, let me close up my paints. Okay, make sure your brushes are rinsed out and wiped down. Oh, what was the Beverly Hills 9210 gangs nightclub of choice? What was the Beverly Hills 90210 gangs nightclub of choice? And while you're typing your answers, we're going to prepare our black for the wing and for the feathers. So another pea size. I'm just putting it in the same spot where the black was. And we're gonna add water. So that it glides smoothly for us. And I'm gonna mute for my nose again. Nose break. Okay, who's playing? Is anybody playing? Or everybody's busy blending the nose colors? I mean, not the nose, the beaks colors. Okay. So, let's start with the feather, with the tail feather. So we're first we're gonna do the one in the middle. And the trick to this is to keep it on the curve. Okay. Okay, I have first the zip code answer. Nope. We're looking for their choice of hangout, I think. What was the Beverly Hills Gang's nightclub of choice? What was the nightclub? What was their nightclub? Not the zip code. The Peach Pit with Mary McTaggart Stewart saying the Pit. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. You got it. We have the winner for this one. Where's my paper? So that I will write your name. And I lost my pencil. Oh well. Mary McTaggart Stewart. You got this. Congratulations. Congratulations. Hi. Kitty. Are you just joining us? Okay. So do not make it a straight line. Make it a curved line. A curved line, like writing the C. Maybe it would be even easier to write letter C first, to just follow your feather. So pretty much like that. And then what I like to do, I like to follow the curve and then put a little bit more pressure on my brush. I'm using the liner and just kind of add a little bit of a curly to it. Okay. Western Australia, are you kidding me? Perth? Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't think I ever had viewers from Australia before. Okay, hold on. Mute for my nose again. Okay, so just for Kinkini, it's allergies. I have a huge allergy attack happening right now because of something that's blooming in the area where I live. So I'm not dying, I'm not sick. I'm just dealing with my allergies. Okay, so we did the first one for the uh, middle tail feather. Now let's do the second one. Again, very relaxed C and bring it in together closer to the one in the middle. Okay, and then follow back up and swirl. And now I'm gonna do the same thing with the last one. Very relaxed C. And then go back up and add a swirl. Ta-da! If your paintbrush is getting yucky, the best way to do to like unyucky it, I guess, right? Make it better. Just swirl, like twirl it and paint and pull it out like this. And this will clean your brush without having to put excess water into it. Okay? All right. Okay. So the wing. So look, the wing is like a heart. Let me show you the wing so you can see. Hold on. Okay. So this is how I do this. I start almost by the tail feathers, right? Right here. And then I draw the line that kind of mimics the line of the tummy, right? And then when the tummy kind of goes into black over here, this is where I go black. I go up. So it's like going straight, straight. No, not straight. It's still a curve. It's a very relaxed curve. Curve, curve, curve up and a swirl. Okay. And then the top one, I know I'm showing with the finger when you probably can't see it. So again, relaxed curve, up, swirl. Okay. And then you go back to the beginning. And then you're gonna bring another curve up and swirl. Uh-huh. And then you're gonna add another one, black one, another one in the middle. You can make them meet. You don't have to make them meet. If you want to add more swirls for the wings, of course you can. I mean, it's your painting. If you want to add more swirls for your feathers, go ahead and do that. Yeah, but this is how I do this. So first bottom, up on top to meet, and then the swirl in the middle. So this is what I'm going to work on right now, right after. I saved my nose again. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you've heard of this interesting story from Austin. So, population of Central Texas really suffers from allergies from cedar trees, right? And so some smart people long time ago looked at cedar trees and said, "Hey, let's get rid of all the female cedar trees, and then they won't create so much pollen. Like there will be no reason, right?" Okay, so here's my tail feathers, and this is where I'm gonna start. Going down, mimicking the tummy, going up, and doing a swirl. Okay? And so what they did was they got rid of all female trees, but apparently they haven't watched Jurassic Park at all. So like they're unaware of what nature does. What's nature gonna do if you get rid of all the females? Well, it's gonna figure it out, right? Well, so now all these male trees they produce like times more pollen than they used to. So it's gotten gazillion times worse. And so now we're all dealing with this. So don't be afraid to maybe make it wider some places. Just play with that, okay? All right. So, and now I'm gonna add the second part of my heart for the wing. Just go up, cross, swirl. This one came out just for the first time. That's lovely. And now I'm gonna add the swirl here in the middle. Just like that. Okay. And while I'm at it with my black, I'm gonna paint the feet. So I'm just doing it simple because this is a like stylized painting, so you don't really have to, you know, just sticks. Okay. Rinse out your liner brush because you're gonna need it to fan them. Judy, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Fan them. What's that? Is that uh Kitty says my cousin lives in Austin, Texas. Oh, seriously? Wow, cool. Well, I hope they don't have to suffer from know, as I do. Okay, y'all, here we go. Red. I will finally put some red on my paper plate. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Now, you can make these red or you can make them black. You can make them whichever one you likes. It's the feathers on top over here, okay? So we're gonna first do, so this is the way I go. I start with wiping my nose, sorry. Oh my gosh. Ah, it's like a faucet today, awful. Okay, so uh I use my brush, my leather brush, it's clean, okay? So I would go, it just kind of helps me with direction. I rest my hand on my pinky and I follow the forehead up on the head, and then I kind of do my first swirl. This way the line is cohesive, right? You kind of make the cohesive curve. It doesn't come just from anywhere, right? It repeats your curve. And then you're gonna go do the smaller one and the other one. You can always make this one and then follow the middle one up higher and add another one and another one, which I might do just for fun. Wouldn't that be fun? Uh, Blue Laguna. Kitty says, oh wow, that's my favorite bird. Judy says, Blue Iguana. Kitty from Australia. Okay. I hope I made sense as I was explaining to you what I was doing. So I'm just watering my paint down. If you're with craft paints, you probably don't need to do that. Your craft paint should be good to go. But if you like using that I showed you enamel, that one would probably need a little bit of watering down. Not too much, just a bit. Okay, here we go. I just follow the head. Follow, go up. And make a swirl. Just make sure there's no like straight sticks, like straight lines, right? That every point you look is a curve. There's no straight lines in there at all. That's like the whole point of this idea. Okay, sorry, nose, stop. Pit stop, pit stop. Okay, I gotta tell you guys though that if you ever have to deal with this and then your skin becomes like urine, uh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Sandpaper? You know the feeling? I've just used some jojoba oil on it and it helps tremendously with the irritated skin around your nose. So if you ever deal with that and have access to that, that might help. Okay, going again. Up, up, up. And the smaller one. And look at him. He is just adorable, isn't he? And then going again. Up. Oh, up, up, up. A little bit down so there is room. Okay, get a little bit more paint. I'm swirling my paintbrush in the paint because I want paint on the bristles, not on the body of my brush. So I'm gonna give him that extra crown. You know what? Why not, right? Because we can. So I'm just gonna go up, 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 up. And here. If you start to hear people noises around me, it's my family. They've been watching a movie and they think now it's time for everybody to shower and get ready for bed. I have two boys. I have a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old. They are awesome. Okay, and maybe I'm just gonna add one more to just kind of bring this all into just those swirls, sprouting from each other. Oh, they can go for forever. Oh, he's funny looking now. Okay. Terry says, have to run. Excited to paint later. Good luck with allergies. Thank you. Kitty is asking, will cobalt blue work? On what? On the bird? Like painting the bird cobalt blue instead of red? Is that what you're asking, Kitty? We're almost done, by the way, you guys. Uh, if you're wondering, we're almost done. Okay, I'm gonna have to have another pit stop. I'm sorry. Uh, we see. I did it. I did it. I did forget to turn the thing on. Whoopsie, guys. I'm so sorry. And I got so busy painting that I didn't even see it. Okay, so hold on, let me catch up. Ellen says, this is the best Saturday I've had since pandemic. Thank you. You're very welcome. Libby has to leave. It's okay. No diggy, no biggie. Kitty says, so it's a darker blue like the sky. No, I know what phthalo blue is. I'm wondering what you're going to use it for. Are you going to use it for instead of Prussian blue? Is that what you're asking? Rebecca says, "Thank you for turning your sound back on." Okay, guys, for real, yes. I forgot to turn the sound back on. I took care of my nose and I just kept going. I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go back to the eye. I hope you guys saw what I was doing. I just added this line and got some white. So the eye, the lines are very tiny here and they're broken. Okay. And then we have two dots, a big dot and a tiny dot. And we're going to do this with the back of your brush. At least one of the dots is going to be. Judy was answering my question. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I'm not. Hold on. Turn the speaker. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. Judy, you said blue iguana. Yes, I saw that. For fandom, right? That's what you're saying? I'm really trying. Now I'm gonna have to Google it now. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna let it go because we need to finish. All right. So just a tiny, tiny bit of paint. Whoa. Roll it off. Okay. And whoa. Tiny. Oh my gosh. It's make sure water's not dripping off of your brush. So just kind of put it around in there. Just like this. You see it? I'm gonna bring it up so you can see it. But I'm gonna put a little bit more color on it because I think that's a little bit too much, but that's yeah, that's kind of where I want it. Okay. Here, let's put it up. Up, 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 up. There. See? Tiny, tiny lines. Okay. And then I'm going to dip the back of my brush, the wrong side of my brush, into the white. And I'm going to put one dot on top of the eye, like this. And then I'm just going to dip the bristles, just the bristles, into the white. I'm going to add a tiny dot, not directly under, but over to the side a little bit, a tiny dot. There you go. Okay. How are we doing? Should be doing good. Okay. Now we're going to add some swirls, the white highlights. So I like to add highlights in the inside of my swirls. So the white kind of tells your eye where to look. Your eye always looks for white. Okay. And by adding white inside of your swirls, you're kind of telling people, oh, you want to look over here. This is where the cool stuff's happening. Okay. And then I add one more subswirls, like highlights on top of our tail feathers. Like that. And side of a wing. One goes on the beak on the top. And then depending on if you want to make it white, make it white. But you can use any other color to write your name with. And then I'm just gonna sign. Is it okay? A bit of blue coming to the magenta. Okay, Kitty, you can do whatever you like. So what I'm teaching is a technique and the way of mixing colors. If you would like to try it, go ahead and try it. If you would put more of a blue on the magenta, it will become more of a purple. So I would try and make sure that these two colors have enough area on their own before they mix together. Oh my gosh, I just got the first comment from my Twitch watcher. Thank you. Thank you so much. So kind. Okay. So this painting is complete. And yeah, tape does take some of this paper off sometimes. It's unavoidable for me. I haven't been able to figure out the way to make this not happen. But, you know. Here we go. Okay, y'all, make sure to send me pictures of your work. Okay, I would love to see them. I make these little slideshows of like when I put everybody's picture in there so that like we can enjoy everybody's work. It's amazing. They never come out quite the same. So here's my first one. Here's the one that we just paint. This one looks a little bit more like a cardinal. He looks like a marshal general or something, you know. Am I muted? No, I'm not. I'm not muted. Nope. I am not muted. I just checked. I should be good. All right. So, what? Okay. Make sure let me go back. If you guys are on Facebook. Oh, I don't have it here. Oh, how sad. Sorry. Well, so make sure to follow me on Facebook because that's where all the events are going to be published so that you guys can find my other paintings. I'm painting free. I'm doing free paint nights every first and is it correct? First and third Saturday of the month are free. And then in February, I had add quite a couple just like here and there for Mardi Gras and Valentine's Day. So, so make sure to follow, okay? Now, if you enjoyed this and if you had fun, I'm just gonna put this in here. If you would like to, it's very much appreciated, but you absolutely do not have to. Maybe I should put it as a comment. Hold on. Yes. I'll just throw it in here. And if you feel like giving me a tip, very much appreciated. You do not have to. This is a free event, but it kind of helps me with my expenses and cameras and all of that stuff. So you have an awesome, wonderful, wonderful weekend. This was so much fun. And I hope to see you sometime later. Okay? I'll see you online. Okay. See you later, everybody. Bye bye.